Hey everyone, it's Philip here from Windward. I'm just going to be running through my Christmas project, which you can follow on the Model Railway Layouts forum. The link will be in the description. So this year I'm doing an electrical project rather than a mechanical or a building project. I usually do a kit. A few years ago it was the station building here. This year it's going to be an electrical project, and it's to do with these tennis courts. If you've been following the topic, then this is just a bit of a recap on what's happened. If not, here's an introduction. So I've got the tennis courts here, 3 courts, and I've built 2 poles each end with white LEDs on top. Each LED is directed at a court, and the court sort of LEDs at each end are linked together so that a light at both ends on, pointing at the courts. Over here is the Arduino microcontroller that controls everything, and the inputs go into these pins here, and then that is then connected by USB to a laptop. It's just a standard laptop running Windows 7. So I'm going to give you a wee demonstration on a piece of software that I've been writing in the code for the Arduino. So standard application, sorry about this now, I don't have a screen recorder. Just a small standard application which I built with a program called Processing, which is linked towards the microcontroller. So I've just got a couple of buttons here, each one performs a different task. We have the darker buttons are on buttons. Let me just adjust this for you. The darker buttons here are on, and these lighter ones are off. So we've got court 1 on, off, court 2 on, court 2 off, court 3 on, court 3 off, and then we have another button here for another LED that I just wired in today. So I'm going to give you a demonstration. Here is court 3 on and court 1 on. And then if we just go over to the tennis courts, you can see that the LEDs point at each court, and that is controlled by this. We'll turn on the middle court, court 2, and you can see that all 3 courts are illuminated. This is completely individually controlled, so you can switch off courts 3 and 2, and then just court 1 is left on. And it goes through the microcontroller, which is running a small piece of code, quite simple actually, all open source as well. So the last function which I've just added today is this function for flashing LED between the fuel depots. So we turn that flashing LED on and look over towards the fuel depots, and then activate it. Stoplight flashes between the depot. The LED is flashing. It's not a flashing LED, you do get those, but this is actually programmed through the microcontroller, which sends a pulse out to the LED to switch on. The tennis court LEDs are 3-volt LEDs. The Arduino microcontroller is a 5-volt output, but using pulse width modulation, or PWM, from the microcontroller, you can reduce the voltage and therefore you don't need any resistors. The buffer stop light at the far end there, they are also controlled by the microcontroller, but there's no need for controlling them on or off because they're on all the time. But they could easily be changed, no hardware, no wiring needed, it's all done software and code from a laptop, and then just very simply uploaded to the microcontroller. So that's just about it. I'll show you a demo in the dark of Windward. So here's the illuminated tennis courts. Quite impressive. The LEDs, you can adjust those brightness all in code rather than hardware and resistors. You just change the values, very simple. Over by the class 70 over there, you'll see the fuel depot LED flashes. You can change the rate that it flashes, how long it's on, how long it's off. Everything's microcontroller controlled, which makes it much simpler than doing it with wires and everything else. So thanks very much for watching. There'll be a few videos of trains up within the next few hours. Thank you.